Hey everyone. So today I wanted to talk about the evolution of uh, human beings and where and what sets us apart. So if we reduce humans to simply being animals, what sets us apart is our intellect. What allows us to build these things and craft these things and create these things in this EV space and in this industrial world that we're living in is our intellect. But when it comes down to it, there are people who are simply motivated to do more, achieve more, and will stop at nothing to get what is needed done. Those are the type of people who typically receive respect, honors, prestige, and a bountiful of goods, services, and whatever they're looking for in life. Those are the people who are inspiring, motivating. You look up to them for words of encouragement, wisdom, leadership, and guidance. Another group of people that you may look up to are those who have fame, fortune, and then represent something that you may look to or aspire to be. Maybe it's confidence, because that confidence will allow you to then achieve the same things that they have. These things within our society are never changing. There may be those who bash those out of jealousy for their accomplishments, their achievements, their goal setting, and honestly, just their forward thinking mindset. But then there will always be a majority or a group that understands that this is hard work that it takes in order to receive and achieve this type of respect, fortune, fame, and everything else in between. Now, granted, there are those who will get there through their relationships or through their bloodline. However, there are those who also carve a path through inspiration, motivation, and just simply believing in themselves, right? The majority of people who get there are going to need to carve that path through inspiration, motivation, and simply believing in themselves. Another thing that I would like to say is that most people who become millionaires are first generation millionaires. What does that mean? That means that their family before, their parents before, were not millionaires. They're the first in their bloodline to become millionaires. There's actually a smaller percentage of people who inherit millions of dollars in wealth. In fact, I believe it's less than 30% of people even receive an inheritance whatsoever. Knowing that, it is crucial that you understand that you are also capable of achieving financial freedom. You are capable of achieving your journey goals. You're capable of achieving anything within your journey as long as you set your mind to accomplish these things. With that being said, 33% of millionaires typically have at least a 401k and or real estate. Most millionaires have a 401k and real estate as of the making of this video. If you follow Dave Ramsey's philosophy, he would consider a millionaire someone who has, let's say, $1 million in the bank without any debt whatsoever. You would be considered a millionaire. Or let's say if your house is counted as an asset, even if it's your primary residence, which some people would disagree with. And let's say your house is worth $300,000 and you have $700,000 in the bank. If your house is paid off, Dave Ramsey would consider you a millionaire because you have $300,000 in sellable equity and you have $700,000 in the bank. Therefore, you are a millionaire through his lenses. If you ask Robert Kiyosaki, he would say you have $700,000 and you have a depreciating asset. because, well, I wouldn't say a depreciating asset, but you have a non-performing asset. Therefore, you only have $700,000 because you're not selling the home. Therefore, it is not something that is making you money. That's not something that contributes to your life and financial freedom in the way that he would see fit. I believe a paid for home does contribute to financial freedom because it gives you the option of making more money. With that being said, there is a group of people who believe that get rich quick is going to be their way to financial freedom. Whether it's constantly trading, whether it's constantly gambling their fortune, whether it's constantly trying to reinvent themselves and start up a business, whether it's constantly trying to reinvent the wheel, not follow history, not follow data and statistics, whether it's constantly trying to be in the top 10% of something or top 5% of something. Now, here is some of the things that I do agree with. I agree with trying to make businesses happen. A lot of millionaires have formed their own businesses, their own LLCs, their own corporations. I will never tell someone that it is not in their best interest to start a business. In fact, it probably is in your best interest to start a business. Even if you fail, try again, and you will eventually get there. But you cannot be half-baked. You cannot be going into something thinking that people will just come to you and want your services. You need to demand business. You need to demand services. You need to provide something of value that people essentially want or need, and they come to you because you provide the best quality of it. All right? You also need to understand, to be in the top 10% of something, even if you are an exceptional person, you may not have that skill set in order to be in the top 10% of something, just from your own working knowledge or your own business acumen. And so in order to be in the top 10% of something, you need to have a natural born skill that requires you to get there. And I will say, I've done commission-based sales. I've done a bunch of other things, and I've been in the top 5 in my team, but that doesn't mean I was top 10% globally. And I did work for a global institution. So what I will say is that although I'm a very articulate, intelligent human being, although I am someone who manages others for a living, and just to manage people, you have to have some type of skill set that puts you above that associate level. However, it simply wasn't enough for me to be in the top 10% in another field, right? I know I'm good at sales. I know I can sell products. I know I can sell services. I know I can get people through the door, and I did. And I made a lot of money doing it, but I wasn't in the top 10%. So knowing that, I evaluate my life in a way that allows me to continue to make money, although I may be in the top 15 or 20%. I know I'm not a bottom feeder, but I know I may not be in the top 10. So what I need to do is constantly work on myself, because I work hard. I know I work hard. I know I put in the hours. I know I put in the work. And because of that, I need to build a plan based on my skills, my ability, and what I'm able to accomplish, and not just shooting for the stars, assuming something will stick. And so, evaluate risk, evaluate uncertainty, evaluate all the things that you believe is needed in order for you to reach your financial freedom number. Look at others who have done the same. Look at others who have gotten there. And it shouldn't be a one-off, oh, just this one person or just that one person. No, it should be plenty of people who are able to do and replicate the same thing that you're doing now in order to reach that freedom number. If you see plenty of people doing that, then you can do it too. And I'm sure that you'll be successful at it. If you like this video, make sure you leave a comment, like, and subscribe. You know I post every single day at 8 a.m. daily, and I can't wait to see you in the next one. Peace.